Hi, everyone. It is Wednesday evening, and I had one question about transport and how molecules can move across the phospholipid bilayer through the cell, and especially in regards to question 2 and that table in our first discussion activity. So I actually made you some cheat sheets or little things that you can do to help understand the movement of different molecules. So the first one here is actually a drawing activity. And so what you'll want to do is, sorry, just making sure my screen is sharing the right screen. What you'll want to do is, so this is a typical cell with our double layer, phospholipid bilayer. And so I've put larger font here for a higher concentration and smaller font for lower concentration. And then I have 3 prompts for you at the bottom. So I want you to draw in arrows to show movement of the molecules down their concentration gradients, their chemical concentration gradients. And when we move down our concentration gradients, remember we're moving from an area of high concentration to low concentration. So for example, I would draw in an arrow here of sodium moving down its concentration gradient by going into the cell. Okay. Next, I wanted you to show, draw in arrows to show the movement of the charged molecules down their electrical gradients. So here you're going to want to pay attention to the charge of the ions. And so here we have sodium, potassium, and chloride. So we have a large number of sodium ions on the outside of the cell. We also have some positively charged potassium ions and a small amount, or sorry, another larger amount of chloride ions, which are negative. On the inside of the cell, we have our sodium, potassium, and chloride, but we have these large protein molecules that hold a negative charge. So the inside of our cell is going to be more negative than the outside of our cell. So I want you to draw in arrows going down the concentration gradient. So from, if it's a positive ion, it'll want to move from the positive to the negative, and then vice versa, negative to the positive. And so what I would do for this is just to write in, if it is positive on the outside, and negative on the inside. Okay, and I would use different colors, but I just wanted this to be a quick video. And then draw which way the ions would want to flow. So sodium will want to go into the cell because it is a more negative area, while potassium will also want to go inside of the cell because it's drawn to that negative. Chloride will not want to go into the cell. It's already negative, so it will want to move outside, right? So I want you to draw in these arrows and finally draw the direction of the molecule's electrochemical gradient. So it's the combination of the concentration gradient and the electrical gradient to see which way molecules want to move. And then from there, we can do our second little activity I wrote up for you tonight, the difference between passive and active transport. So I wrote this little flow chart to help you see the differences, that passive does not require energy. We're moving down our concentration gradients. And we have diffusion and facilitated diffusion. I want you to think of some examples of molecules that use diffusion and facilitated diffusion. You can use this to fill out your table for question 2. So what are those examples and why? Why are some molecules able to pass through via diffusion and why are other molecules not? And that's going to be really important. And the reason why we have those particular columns in the table is to help draw you to or make you more aware of like those characteristics. Okay. If you have questions, you can let me know. This is not graded. It's just, a for funsies. I wanted to make something to help you all out. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening, and get big again. And yeah, email me if you need anything. But good luck with your first week of everything. All right. Bye all.